All right, everybody. How we feeling? Cash Stampede said we're back. What's up, Cash Stampede? Matt Doomit. What's up, Matt Doomit? Uh, God, what a game! What a roller coaster ride. Where do we even start with this football game? Sorry, y'all. I gotta fix this camera real quick. It ain't working with me. It ain't working with me. Um, where do we even start about this football game? Oh God, early, bobbled. What should have been a catch by Faison turns out to be a pick six, gives Alabama a touchdown to start the game. Didn't look good. South Carolina battled back, had the lead, had a chance to win in the fourth quarter, and ultimately handed it away. Uh, Gave up a long drive, being up eight. Defense played good. Just on that last drive, Alabama just played better. We just gave up too much to win. You can't win like that. Uh, Lenore shouldn't have thought of throwing that short pass. Cash Stampede, I don't know which short pass you're talking about. Lenore's lost this one for us, really. Well, Lenore's didn't give up the interception. The running back bobbled the ball. It was picked off for the pick six. Lenore's didn't give up the last defensive drive and the 2 point conversion that let Alabama uh, ultimately tie the game. Now, Lenore's did fumble in the big pile up. He got ripped the ball out. But you know what? Mistakes were made in the game. Alabama made a lot of them, gave us opportunities. We just gave up the wrong one at the wrong time and gave them opportunities. Radioactive said the play calling was way better this game. Eh, at moments, I would say it was better, but then the running up the middle right there on that last drive is really what cost us. And I don't know. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing, buddy? Oscar Attaway. What's up, Big O? Yeah, I don't know, man. There was a lot of opportunities in that game we could have took advantage of. We did not. Uh, you know, missed a field goal again. We started out the game kicking the ball out of bounds. Uh, Cash Stampede wanted me to eat crow if South Carolina. Uh, yeah. Hey, I Cash Stampede. I would have enjoyed eating crow had South Carolina pulled that one out. But just like our whole season, man, it's just not there. It wasn't meant to be. Matt Dimmitt said we almost had it. We did, Matt. I mean, I don't know. Bama, they struggled. We struggled. I mean, it was two teams that really, if you think about the whole game, was a struggle. Just look at the final score. I mean, the 29 points that Bama put up, really, we gave them that last touchdown to try to get, get some time. On the clock to maybe be able to go down and do something with it, but there was only 34 seconds left. And just like normal, Sellers' his ass and a choke artist is all I got. Well, sad scum, you might want to say that about our whole offense because there's a lot of people in there that made mistakes. Wasn't just Sellers, buddy. If you think we lost that game just because of Lenore Sellers, you're barking up the wrong tree because he's the one that scored the touchdown that gave you the chance to win the football game, to put you up by eight. Um, we forget we got short memories, I guess. He's the one that ran around the corner and got the touchdown to put us up ahead. I'm just I don't know. I don't know. But they continued run up the middle, run up the middle, run up the middle, run up the middle. It just Sellers wasn't looking too hot tonight. Yeah, he made some bad throws. There was also a lot of times he got pressured and had hands in his face on some throws he made too. I mean, offensive line. I mean, I watched running backs miss blocks. I watched tight ends miss blocks. I watched wide receivers running wrong routes. Sellers got blamed on a deep ball, and you saw him after the play yelling at the wide receiver. He was supposed to go down the sideline, and he cut inside. I don't know. It's we don't know the play calls. You have to remember that we don't know where the route tree. We don't know where the receiver was supposed to go. If the ball is supposed to be thrown to a spot and Sellers cuts it loose and the receiver cuts off his route or goes inside, that's not on Lenore Sellers. But y'all can blame him for that if you want to. Rooster on road from game. Damn, guess we gave it all we had, but yet another loss. Yeah, the ceiling for this team. I don't know. I watched Ole Miss play today. I don't got no idea. We're going out there and beating them. They pretty much handled business against Oklahoma, who beat us last week. So, who calls a QB draw during a 2-minute drill with a Swiss cheese O line? Carolina Titan, I cannot answer that for you, buddy. But um, why run up the middle and take a chance of getting the ball stripped at any time in a 2-minute drive? 2-minute drives, you would think you're spreading the ball out, spreading your receivers out, and trying to be a little bit aggressive and get the ball down the field. I it's hard for me to say, man. It's just what this team is such a roller coaster ride, and trying to figure out what in the flying hell we are doing sometimes. It's frustrating. It's head scratching. It's Sellers did fumble because instead of two hands on the ball, yeah, but sad scum, Sellers didn't give up the 8-point drive that even tied the game. You can't blame a whole game on one play, my man. Yeah, you can say that that could have cost us the game, but hell, there's plenty of shit that went on during that game. How about the interception off of Sewell's hands that gave him 7 points? That could have cost. I mean, you can add up 1,000 different things that cost us the game. Hey, look, if you want to blame Sellers, brother. That's all on you. Why doesn't Mazio getting any playtime? I'm afraid he and others will hit the portal. Well, he got in there one time, and I don't know what happened on the play. I remember him calling that the ball was thrown. That might have been the play where Sellers threw the ball too damn hard. Um, I guess he had his steroids going a couple times in the game, but I don't know, man. Everything is just so weirdly off. Max Todd, how you doing, my friend? Member, Max Todd is a member. Yeah, appreciate that, Max Todd. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, we could point fingers all the way around the board at different players that didn't do what they wanted to do. Um, I still think a lot of it boils back down to the play calling, man. We have got to stop this damn up the middle over and over bullshit. But I mean, teams are gonna Alabama made plenty of mistakes. We can sit here and point the finger at our team and all this stuff. Um, but hell, Simpson made plenty of mistakes too and gave us opportunities. How many interceptions did our defense drop? I can think right off the top of my head. I know Peyton Williams had two in his hands that he dropped. So I mean, there's plenty of blame to go around if you want to blame individual players. But at the end of the day, it was a group. It was a group loss. Players should make plays, right? Coaches have to call good games. But how many interceptions did we drop? There were opportunities for South Carolina. We're gonna go around and play the blame game. Go ahead, but it ain't gonna do no good. A loss is a loss. All you can do is move on to the next football game. Uh, Sad Scum says 9 of 10 football games is whoever wins the turnover battle. Well, I'm pretty sure that was even, brother. I'm pretty sure. Hell, South Carolina might. We should have won the turnover battle big time. Peyton Williams dropped two interceptions that hit him in the damn hands and the chest. If you want to talk about turnover battle, did you forget about those? Come on, sad scum. Think, man. There's no need to say if you want to blame Sellers, go for it. But you're not in that football game without Sellers because I can promise you, there ain't another person on that bench that's better than him. Who you bringing in that you think's going to go out there and beat Alabama or give you a chance to beat Alabama? It ain't Doty. And y'all want to sit here and talk about Cutter Woods coming in. Cutter Woods has never played a college football game. Do you know what Alabama's defense would dial up on somebody that's never been in a college football game in his life? Come on, man. Michael says Sellers has no business going to the NFL. Well, that's on the NFL. Well, you can't tell the kid what to do. He's about to get paid. Uh, NFL do not care about college football. I don't know why that's so hard for anyone to understand. They think about the way they're going to develop. a football player. They don't think about the way college develops football players, especially when it comes to quarterbacks. The ego in the NFL is way too large. Dates on the calendar are the only things that change with Beamer. I'm so fed up with this crap year in and year out. Yeah, I mean, if you want, we could. I don't know, man. I hate to sound this way, but I just I don't even know how you're going to see the field without an O line. Well, nobody looks at when Sellers has a shit ton of pressure in his face trying to throw the football like he was on when before they got that touchdown when they were driving on that last touchdown drive they got. He had all kinds of Alabama defenders right up in his face when he tried to throw the football, but it's just the mistakes he made is going to get pointed out. Because someone is looking for someone to blame, and there's no one to blame. You blame the whole team. There was opportunity. There was all kinds of opportunities all over the field for this football team to win this game, and none of them were taken advantage of. None. I mean, there was missed tackles all through this football game. I don't know if y'all watch the same game I watched, but how many defensive guys missed tackles? And Alabama's a good football team. We fought hard against a team that is considered one of the best teams in this country. Now, would we have liked to have to win? Of course I would. Should we had to win? Yeah, I think we could have. I don't think I just think our coaches don't know. I don't know if we forgot how to win these type of football games or just don't have the confidence. I don't know. Michael says, I think I will just unsubscribe. From who? You want to unsubscribe from my channel because I told you that the what Sellers does for the NFL. NFL teams want to do with Lenore Sellers has nothing to do with us. Then unsubscribe, buddy. If you want to sit here and blame Sellers for everything that went on the football field tonight, I can't tell you what to do with your life. But there was missed tackles. There was a running back that bobbled a football that gave up a pick six. There was plenty of shit that happened on the football field that lost that football game. If you want to blame one individual for it, then go ahead and unsubscribe. I don't, it's up to you, buddy. I'm here to give you the facts as the way the football game went. And I don't think one person on that football field tonight lost this game. You could go back into play calling was terrible on some of the plays. You can also, some of our play designs are just awful. One of the best play designs is when we sent all the wide receivers down the field and Sellers ran in a wide open field, which I've been begging for a long time. We finally took a shot. Hey, think about that. We got a turnover on downs, and we finally took a shot down the field. Nick Harbor scored a touchdown. How many of us have screamed for that? Do I still think Beamer will be able to keep our class intact with the way our season is looking? I don't know. They talk about that huge recruiting class that was in, but then we remember that all this shit is NIL. Can you really afford all them guys? Which I mean, I know some of them's 27, some of them's 28. But we had what's his name? Keeley or whatever, 5-star edge rusher in. We had a bunch of highly recruited guys. Now, whether you're gonna have the money to outbid, I don't know. It's tough to tell. There were several missed tackles on Carolina. Hell yeah, there was. I'm just saying, you want to go blame Lenore Sellers for the loss, or don't think he should go. You want to unsubscribe my channel because I tell you, NFL scouts don't give a damn about college football. I didn't do it. I can't. I'm not gonna force anybody to stay on this damn channel, especially if you're gonna get mad because I told you NFL scouts don't give a damn about college football. It's been proven year after year after year. Anthony Richardson last year was a proof of a quarterback that should never been drafted in the first round, but he was. Sellers played a very good game today. He can't play QB and block and catch. And exactly, Max Todd. I don't know what people think. He also doesn't play defense. He didn't miss all the tackles. He didn't give up all those pass plays. I mean, was he perfect? No. But hell, look on the other side of the ball with a guy that they're talking about to be a Heisman Trophy, top of the Heisman Trophy list in Ty Simpson. Did he play the best game today? Was he missing throws? Yeah, he was. He made the plays when it counted, got his team down the field, and they scored. But he wasn't perfect today. Adam Ritter said we won't make a damn bowl. No, we're not. Carolina might win 2 more games, Robert says. I'm telling you, man, that ceiling for this football team might be 2-8. If we look ahead to what we're playing, Ole Miss, I mean, they pretty much tried to give their game away today too, and then kind of took over late. But hell, they had a big lead and then let Oklahoma come back and tie the game on them, and then they finally pulled away in the end. But hell, there was a lot of teams look at USF got upset by Memphis today. There's a lot of close football games, and it's been a weird Saturday of college football. I ain't leaving because that's woman stuff, but it's retarded to say Sellers didn't choke. I didn't say he didn't choke. What did he choke on, sad scum? He fumbled the football, but he also was it his fault about the pick six? I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you, dude. He didn't give up the goddamn tackles. He can't block for himself. I don't know what you want from Lenore Sellers. He had almost 300 yards of offense. What do you want from the kid? I don't think no one said Sellers that he was clutch for your ass last year, but you're turning on him now, huh? Cash Stampede. The kid got down there and got you the touchdown to win the football game. Did he give up the last? Did he give up the touchdown that tied the football game, or did he get you a touchdown that gave you the chance to win? And Alabama went down the field and scored to tie it up. Did Sellers give up that touchdown? No. Michael Lynn trying to run the ball against Bama and laugh out stupid as hell. Actually, we ran. Alabama's not that great against the run. They haven't been overall, but they did put a stop to Hardy when they played Missouri. They only gave up like 60 yards to him. Hell, Lenore Sellers has almost 70 yards rushing by himself. He does. In the game, he was 18 of 32. So he was still over 50% passing. He had 222 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception that shouldn't even be his. He had 18 carries for 67 yards and 1 touchdown. What do y'all guys want? Lenore Sellers pass intercepted at the South Carolina 18. That's what it'll say in the stat sheet. But we all watched the game to know that wasn't the case. Fumble with the game on the line. The game should have never been on the line, sad scum. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Sellers scored and gave you a chance. I'm not going to sit here and argue about scouts. If y'all want to talk about the game, we'll talk about the game. If y'all just want to sit here and bash Sellers all night, I'll just shut the show down. You can't bash an individual player for a team freaking loss. Sellers is Joe Montana 2025. Y'all don't know ball. Well, no, he's not Joe Montana either. He's a college kid playing football behind a ridiculously bad offensive line. If you don't believe that, just look at Spencer Rattler at New Orleans and the horrible offensive line he's playing against. They're not winning football games, but he's playing okay. So is the whole issue at New Orleans on Spencer Rattler, or is it on his old line sucks and his defense is giving up plays? Sad scum got to be rage baiting. Yeah, I'm not. I'm done with the guy. He can sit over there and argue with himself about Lenore Sellers. 70 yards don't matter when you lose. Okay, sad scum. If you can do better, buddy, put the helmet on and the pads and get out there on the field and go out there and get your ass kicked and have 300-pound defensive lineman pounding you in the ground. Shane Beamer needs to be fired. Shane Beamer. That's what I'm saying, radio actor. They're trying to blame the whole loss on Lenore Sellers. You know what? If I'm Lenore Sellers, I'll tell you, I'd tell this fan base to kiss my ass. I'd just sit out the rest of the year and go on to the NFL or hit the transfer portal. Y'all want to blame it on him? He'll show you. You think there's something better sitting on the bench behind him? Don't let him play. Y'all beg for him when he gets hurt. Let's bash the coaching staff for terrible play calling. Not just this team is so far gone, and that's why people don't seem to understand. Yes, we had a great game against Alabama, but how many games before this we haven't really had that great of a football game? Was that all on Lenore Sellers too? I'm just asking. When the guy came back from a concussion and got on the field the following week to play for this football team, was he a bad guy then? Alabama got lucky to win that game. Yeah, they made mistakes too. Everybody thinks mistakes just happen on one side of the field. uh, Sad scums. You know what, dude? I am not even following you up anymore. I'm not reading your comments. Frank Rizzo, this is 100% on Shane Beaver. Well, the running back rotation sucks. The play calling up the middle all the time is just horrible. Knowing the O line is not very good, I can't even understand the fact of doing that. But even when we tried to run some outside zone stuff, you can't run sideways against a team like Alabama. They have way too much speed on defense if you get too wide. There's a fine line of a little bit of wide zone run scheme and a fine line of just running sideways all the way across the field and think you're going to outrun an Alabama defense. They got 4 and 5 stars over on their side of the ball too. Um, Cash Stampede, I'm pretty sure Lenore Sellers is going to come out and tell you he didn't play his best game. Would that satisfy you? Would that and sad scum? Would that satisfy you too? Is that what y'all really want Sellers to come out and tell you, man? I screwed up. I fumbled the ball in that last place. It's my fault that we lost the football game. Is that what you really want him to tell you? But you're taking it out, Cash Stampede. Jeremy Pruitt says, fuck Alabama. They can suck a fucking dick. P.S. Clemson fans, stop stealing our plays. Alabama, Deshaun Watson to Renfro. Play that won us a national title. Y'all stole tonight. It might be true, Justin. It might be true, Justin Perret. Um, Lenore sounds a great quarterback. He's just been a shit. It's just been a shitty season for everybody. For everyone. Now, yeah, I mean, if I wanted to go out and I could point out individual plays that I think Sellers should have made. On the 2-point conversion when he overthrew his brother, yes. Brady Hunt was wide open to the right. The problem is we blocked everything that way. So you got a stack of offensive linemen and defensive linemen to Lenore's right where the tight end came open. If you would have rolled Lenore's to the right, he would have had a wide open throw without any defensive lineman in the way. It's some of the play design is awful. How many more losses is South Carolina going to talk? What's next? 3-9. Going to take? Shit. At least I don't know. We got to go to Ole Miss and we got to go to Texas A&M. Michael Lynn says, "Thank you, Rooster." That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I don't think it's any individual fault, but at the end of the day, if you really want to look at it, you go sit and you go to the adults in the room, right? Because the kids are going to be up and down on the football field. If anyone's expecting perfection out of any individual player on a football field, you shouldn't even be a college football fan because that's never going to happen. Even the best quarterbacks in college football had bad games or have bad games. As a Bama fan, South Carolina played us as good as anyone has this year. That's right, Max Todd. But I'm just saying, I mean, Alabama didn't play no perfect game, but we think, I don't know what we think sometimes. I guess we just look at it with our blinders on and our garnet glasses as South Carolina made all the mistakes. Like Bama didn't go out and make plays too, just like when we did really good and scored touchdowns. We made plays. Sometimes the other team makes plays against you. I mean, but hell, I don't remember Lenore Sellers missing any tackles and giving up first downs and touchdowns. I mean, I don't know. I just don't get it. Radioactive says Sellers is a great quarterback. He stepped behind an offensive line that can't block. OC that can't call plays to showcase Sellers' strength. And there, but that's what I'm saying. If you watch the USF game, we know their offense. It's high flying. They throw the ball all over the place. That quarterback's been playing out of his mind. You know what? He had an off day today, and USF lost the football game. Do you think USF is blaming the whole football game on that kid because the defense couldn't stop Memphis's offense? That doesn't always fall on the quarterback. And Lenore can't run every play. He can't just get out there and run the football every play. You have to design stuff to get him open. And other players are running. To me, the running backs got some yards today. I'm not going to say compared to the shit show that was our offensive line, the run blocking today was really good. I mean, to a certain degree, they hit some spaces, but it wasn't consistent. It was almost like when we needed it, we couldn't get it. But there was times in there where hell, Oscar came in there late in the game and was hitting 4 or 5 yards. There was times that Rasul hit some good runs, um, but our run game is not consistent enough. And the play calling right there at the end of the game, I don't even know what the hell we were trying to do. You had like 2 minutes when you got the ball, you run up the middle, waste the play, go to the 2 minute timeout, come back out, and go right back to the same thing. It's like you were so South Carolina plays so much not to lose that you can't figure out how to win. You can't just always play so conservative. Like certain times, they get so conservative. It's almost like, oh well, we can't play not to lose, or if I don't know, it's no aggressiveness. And I get it. If you get aggressive on that last drive, you get a turnover, you failed. We didn't get aggressive. We played conservative, and we fumbled. So either way, I don't know, but they did. South Carolina's not done anything. If you watch previous teams that play, someone like I kept saying last week before the Oklahoma game, we needed to shorten our routes down and get the ball in front. OU gives a cushion. If you watch today, Ole Miss did it to them too. Texas did it to them. Ole Miss did it to them. You know who didn't do it to them? Us. We didn't do it to them last week. Um, it's we had good plays. We had opportunities to win the football game, but we also had really bad ones. And that's the biggest thing is you got to have more good plays than you have bad ones. And uh, we don't do it. Uh, won't see many fans in the stadium for the next home game. Yeah, I don't know. And you will see some fans, but a lot of them will be coastal because you got another in-state school. Um, yes, Cash Stampede said he still loves colors. I mean, I do too. I mean, but the kid will tell you he made mistakes. We know he made mistakes, but to sit here and blame him for the whole football game is ridiculous. I'm not going to sit here and let anyone personally attack Lenore Sellers. And you should be a damn shame to yourself if you come on here and attack Lenore Sellers. When you sit here and watched a football game and watched your safeties missing interceptions that hit them in the chest, missing tackles. You watch your offensive line make mental mistakes and penalties in crucial situations. Lenore Sellers had a touchdown call back because of a holding. Now, was it a ticky tack holding? Yes. Um, to me, I think it was a bullshit holding. Uh, but is that Lenore Sellers' fault too? That touchdown got called back? Do we blame Lenore Sellers for that touchdown getting called back? Do we blame Lenore Sellers for the missed field goal that would have put more points on the board? Oh, we put it on top team who barely squeaked out with a win. 1,000% improvement, although not perfect. And at the beginning of the season, I said this would be an opportunity. South Carolina had a good opportunity to win this football game because Alabama would be at the tail end of a 5 game stretch against good football teams. And they just beat 4 ranked teams in a row, and South Carolina played them the best out of 4 ranked teams. and we lost to a couple of those teams that were ranked that we could say we easily gave those game away too. I I don't know, man. I just think I think the fans are frustrated. And I get what a lot of you guys are saying, and y'all looking for some place the blame. Don't put it on Lenore Sellers because you wouldn't have had a chance in that football game without him. Uh, R says Sellers did not lose the game. The defense let Alabama score, tie the game, and score another touchdown. This loss is on the defense. Yeah, and well, it's a team. It's on the offense too. I mean, hell, Sewell fumbling that ball around on that first, you gave away a pick six. You gave points to Alabama. Alabama made mistakes. Well, South Carolina, like, hell, they muffed the ball to let us get the touchdown to go ahead. So to sit here and say, well, South Carolina made all the mistakes to lose the game, hell, Alabama made mistakes to lose the game too. We just didn't take advantage of enough of them. Sorry, I couldn't smoke a celebrity cigar. Radioactive, I actually quit smoking. Maybe that's why I'm snappy. Am I snappy with people tonight? No, I'm just snappy with people that want to blame sellers for what I saw as a lot of people not doing what they should have done, which then falls back on coaching. Um, it was too much different stuff. You can't miss interceptions that hit you in the hands and in the chest. It was Sellers' fault. We were ahead. We don't play defense. Well, we do give up a lot of space on defense too. I mean, I don't. I It's hard to say. It's inconsistent. That's the problem, and it's inconsistent on both sides of the ball. But the offense, I mean, we put up 22 points tonight, y'all. How many SEC football games you think? There you go. Damon Wilson's right here talking about it. A team like Bama, you can't make simple mistakes with bad play calling. Plus 22 points is not enough with a top 10 team like Bama. You're not going to beat too many SEC teams, period, only putting up 22 points. Period. Luckily, you can say our defense kept us in the football game. You can say Alabama made mistakes. You can say South Carolina made mistakes. There's just a lot. It wasn't the prettiest football game. I don't know what anyone's looking at and think this is like the prettiest football game. It wasn't for either football team. Uh, R says hit the thumbs up. Cash Stampede. What? It's on the QB. David Green says it's on the QB. David Green, don't you try to push my buttons. Best we played all season. I don't. Maybe. If it was, I mean, we gave them points. They gave us opportunities. I mean, we gave them the pick six. They gave us the muff punt. Both teams had turnovers. It just wasn't really that pretty of a football game for either team if you look at the big picture of it. Ty Simpson wasn't on his game. I mean, let's look at what Ty Simpson did. Let's see if we can. Let's go to the Alabama side over here. Ty Simpson, 24 of 43 for 253 and two touchdowns. He didn't play. He didn't outplay Lenoris, and y'all want to kill Lenoris and said he lost the football game for us. I mean, you held Jam Miller to 10 carries and 26 yards. Daniel Hill, 4 receptions, 76. How many of their wide receivers dropped footballs? I mean, we can sit here and bitch at our football team, but how many wide receivers dropped footballs for Alabama? It was pretty bad. And we dropped interceptions. Did we call timeout when the 2-minute warning was a foot? Quentin, we came in and just ran a 1 yard waste of up the middle play and let it get to the 2-minute warning. I know what Beamer was trying to do. He was trying to play conservative and try to inch his way down there and run the clock out and kick a field goal. With our field goal kicker, does anyone feel good about that method of winning the football game? I don't feel that great. And then hell, there's times there's sellers. I mean, it like hell. They had him sacked one time, and he got his ass loose and gained about 2 yards out of it. He did that magic trick shit again. Even the Bama defensive players, you could see the look on his face. He's like, "How in the hell did that guy get away from me?" Um, it was funny. Sellers weren't perfect, but the team. That's right. They were just trying to get to me, Cocky Ryan. He was trying to get in here and troll me, but you know what? It ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. We weren't supposed to win the game anyway. We were 11-point underdog, 11 and a half point underdog. Let that think in. We played good enough to be in the football game, but we didn't play good enough to win the football game. Alabama can suck these nuts, Justin Perrette says. Clemson Tiger, who cheered all game for South Carolina and saw Bama steal Clemson play and was pissed. I hear you, buddy. Shane Beamer said he's reading the Bible. He needs to be reading uh, offensive play calling for dummies. Did y'all know there is a football for dummies book? Yeah, there is. You can get it, and you don't have to read it. It's an Audible book, Football for Dummies. Tony Baggett says he thinks South Carolina played better than they had in a month. Yeah, but it's just inconsistent. You know, you get something good going, you feel the momentum going, and then we do something that looks totally stupid, and it steals the momentum away from us, or we give it away. Um, and then you do something good, you get momentum, you got the stadium cranked up, and you let Alabama goes out there and just walks down the field, scores a touchdown, uh, easy as hell walk in touchdown, and they turn around and run a little trick play on you, and the tight end's wide open for the 2 point conversion, um, and let them tie the football game. I don't know. Evan says I complain more than his wife. What the hell? Who's complaining? Evan, I don't know what in the flying hell you talking to or who you talking to. Are you talking to me? I don't think I'm complaining. I'm the one that's defending the damn people that are crying over saying it was Lenore's seller's fault. Um, but I mean, if you think I'm complaining, there's other channels, buddy. Sellers will come back 2026. We'll win it all. Eh, I don't know if I'd go betting my mortgage at my house on that. Hell, the fans are sitting here blaming him now, saying he's terrible. He needs to be benched. He shouldn't even be in the football game. And then he comes back and scores a touchdown and gives you the lead the game and a chance to win it. But everybody else said he should have been on the bench. Yeah, you'd have had a real good chance in there with kids that ain't never played a college football game. Luke Doty, yeah, I mean, we could have put Luke Doty in there. He'd have won the football game for us for sure. I still support my favorite podcast like Rooster, my man, a few more, but I'm going to start pulling for Wake Forest. Boys played hard in the offense. I know that was a shocker, man. Wake Forest with the big dub today. Uh, Justin Justin Perrette does not like Alabama. That's pretty obvious. We figured that out, right? But Wake Forest did get a hell of a win today. Oh, Robbie Ashford, man, former Gamecock, got him a big victory today. Just go back online from Storm. Oh, just got back online from Storm. Oh, Mr. Cheatham said Rooster this year's a bust. Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of figured that out a while back. I think we were all hoping, and we saw some fight in the team today. It's just not consistent, man. Just not consistent. But you get as far behind as we were. I mean, what Sean Elliott is doing with the offensive line, I think is great. I just think it's it's going to take him a little while longer. You know, being healthy, they got to had all the guys back today. We saw some good things out of them, but it's just it's I don't know what South Carolina's gonna do. I can't tell anyone what South Carolina's gonna do. Uh, Christian Fields said, "Good game, y'all played hard." Johnny Delgado with the super chat. Thank you, Johnny. $1.99. He got the crying eye up there. Johnny, I'm not gonna cry anymore football games. I kind of know what we are right now. Does it still upset me that we lose football games? Would I have been through the roof had we won? Yes. Yes, I would have. That loss was biblical, Mr. Cheatham says. I don't know what we got to do to flip the switch. It's just, it's so. Bama tried to gift this game to the Gamecocks, just a bad team that finds ways to lose. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, hell, both teams gave the other team opportunities. Both teams made a lot of mistakes, and it was not the prettiest, cleanest football game by any means. Neither the I mean, you can look at both of the quarterbacks. Was either one of them perfect? No. Did either one of them win or lose the football game for their team? Not really. I mean, hell, Bama had other players making plays. Their defense made some plays. I don't know. Um, Michael Lynn said, "Y'all must be having a discussion out there." Cash Stampede said, "Fans don't know ball." What do you mean we don't know ball? I know what a bad football team look like. Don't you know what a bad football team look like? Because you watch one every weekend. I mean, if you don't think we're bad, then just look at the record. Zachary Snow says there was a lot of mistakes as a team that caused them to lose this game. In the end, it comes down to coaching. Yes. At the end of the day, players have to make plays, coaches have to coach, but the adults in the room that are teaching the kids have to do a better job. And we're not in the playbook. I don't know the play that's called. I don't know the route that the wide receivers are supposed to run. You just, as a quarterback, you're always either gonna be the hero or the zero. That's how fans just look at football. You're either the hero or the zero as a quarterback. It doesn't matter how bad your offensive line is. Doesn't matter how bad your defense played. Doesn't matter whoever else missed tackles or dropped interceptions or did anything else. It's always the quarterback's fault. We all know that. That's the way it's been in football forever. Mark says, "We did good. We played one of the best teams in the country." And they didn't play their greatest game either. It's just people want to blame Lenore Sellers, but I mean, if you that's what makes you feel better is to go out. Uh, just want to say yet again, offense let the defense down throughout the game. Yes, I'll agree. Offense is not scoring enough to help the defense out. Now not the final touchdown that Bama got, but if you think that one that tied the game, the defense had opportunities to make plays and did not. Throughout the game, the defense had balls hit them in the chest and didn't get the interception or the turnover. So you can look around. The team overall just did not play good enough and make the plays when they needed to make the plays to win the football game. If blaming Lenore Sellers because everybody did a bunch of other people on that football team didn't play their greatest game tonight makes you feel better, then go ahead and do it. Ain't gonna get you far in life. Uh, the only bright spot tonight is the piece of cake from a birthday party that I just ate. There you are. Cake, man. Oh, yeah. Did I tell y'all earlier Rooster quit smoking? Yeah, I did. That's what I said. That might be why I'm a little bit touchy, but yeah. And if anyone knows me and know me long enough, the one thing I will not put up with on this channel, the one thing I'm not going to deal with is people come on here bashing the players. If you want to come on here and say a player played bad or made some mistakes, go ahead. But to come on here and just completely bash the player and he cost us the game and he sucks and all that shit, that ain't flying over here, buddy. Even if you don't unsubscribe, I will unsubscribe you. I don't make any money off of this channel. If y'all think I'm sitting out here waiting on a paycheck to come from YouTube, no, it ain't happening. I do this because I enjoy talking to all you guys. I enjoy having conversations, but yeah, I don't know. Why do we always have to be the team to lose? Always. Well, Michael Lynn, we won 9 last year and only lost 3. Last year we were the heroes. This year we the zeros. I think a lot of mistakes was made in the off season. First, we whiffed on some players in the portal. If you think about some portal guys that didn't develop, Bo Stanley, how many mistakes did he make tonight? Holding on a good play. He was doing the mental mistakes again with the offsides. Did Bo Stanley lose the football game for us? No, but he made mistakes just like everybody else did. Bama has had a gauntlet 5-game stretch. Yeah, bro. That's what I was saying earlier. Hell, and that's why I thought South Carolina had a really good opportunity to win this football game even before the season started. You just look at the stretch of the games that Bama was going to be coming off of. Now they get a bye week and they get rested up. South Carolina's got to move on to play Ole Miss. Cash Stampede, you sound like Beamer, dude. Is that a direct Shane Beamer quote? We're bad, but we aren't as far off as we look because we look good in practice. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Um, Takira said we need a play calling change. We need to run more of a spread option offense and keep guys on the move and make our run game more creative. Yeah, well, to get into that, did y'all watch Bama? Even when they lined up on just off the ends of the offensive line, the wide receivers were there. When they went out, they had guys going deep. They had guys running shallow, outs or ends. There was never two wide receivers in the vicinity of each other. And then they would spread out and put 4 wide receivers out, and then that spread our defense out. And that was a lot of when they were getting some of those little outside runs and little flips, and Simpson was getting outside running. Uh, I mean, we had it on one play where we sent everybody deep, and that was the long run by Lenoris. Um, but yeah, I agree on the play calling. I am not a fan of Mike Shula. I think he's terrible. Radioactive says the same thing. I think that's overwhelming. Um, I think it's just overwhelming throughout Gamecock fans that Shula's not the guy, and we need to cut him loose. I'm not so sure Markwell Blackwell's the right guy for running back. Rooster, you're on only highlighting my discussions with other folks. Okay, I got you, Michael. Yeah, I know I'm missing something in there somewhere. But I wasn't fussing back at you about anything. Blame is always going to the coach and QB. That's right, Cash Stampede. Um, but the coaches are the adults in the room, so of course that's where you're going to carry your blame first. And we can honestly have a lot of blame for coaches this year. We can be mad about this football game and say maybe it was players not making as many plays, but that's not the way it's been the vast majority of this year. It's been on coaching. And this O line would have been a hell of a lot farther along had Shane Beamer got up off his ass, knowing that the O line has been horrible since he's taken over here. And got it should have made the switch to Sean Elliott before the season when they hired him. They should have brought him in as the O line coach and fired Teasley. And why in the hell Greg Atkins is still employed, I have no idea. It's just a waste of a paycheck. Beamer's making bad coaching decisions. I don't know what else to say about that. And I almost got to the point that I'm going to listen. Um, have they posted his? Let me go over here and bring up YouTube. Has this press conference been on YouTube yet? I'm probably going to get hit for a copyright, aren't I? As long as this don't mess my internet up. Do y'all want to hear what Shane Beamer has to say? I really don't, but mm, 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 mm. Let's see if it's on here. Has he spoke yet? I'm sure he has. I'm on the same time he talks, so I kind of miss what he says. I don't know if I even want to hear his voice. Y'all want to hear his voice? I don't know if I want to hear it. I'm just gonna hear the same shit if I listen to it. Have any of y'all listened to his press conference yet? Are y'all over here with me? I don't know if y'all listened to it on the side. Um, Mr. Cheatham said players' performance uh, based on how they prepared and coached. That's a fact. And like I said, we don't know what the hell the play call is. Game was rigged, number 1 on last touchdown. We're winning the Natty next year, Cash Stampede said. "Boy, I don't know about all that. I ain't going that far. At least Nick Harbor scored today." Yeah, have we even tried to get him the ball hardly this year? Been begging for it. "Hey, when we gonna go deep to Nick?" No one most of the time, he either catches it or he gets a pass interference called on him because nobody can stick with that big guy. Yeah. What? Who is this person? Somebody boot this person. I ain't having that. That's somebody just trying to stir some shit on here. I hear with that dumb stuff. These are the type of the trolls right here that are just ignorant. They come on and try to get people's channels shut down by making racial comments. I'm not even getting into that. Getting outplayed starts with getting out coached. Yeah. You have to put your players in a position to win. And then from there, if the players don't make the play, they don't make the play. Hey, you gotta have better players sometimes too. I mean, uh, who was it that went and got these players out of transfer portal? They don't deserve a press conference. A truly disheartening loss, Billy Cole says. I don't know, Billy. I think it was more a surprise that we were in the game more than it was probably disheartening that we lost the game. I mean, I full well thought we were losing the football game. And I full well thought it wasn't going to be as close or as competitive as we made it. Or, you know, it's just, I don't know. People think it's just so easy to go out there and do it, and it's not. He said the same old shit in the pressure. It's on him, right, Chrome Dome? It's me. It starts with me. And we're close. We're closer than y'all think because you're not at practice. Uh, I don't know. You could tell on TV, but the students were ready to storm the I know, way too early, too. They thought we done won the football game. Stay your ass in your seats until you know the game is over, and then you can take your ass and get down on the field. Um, yeah, he was talking about how they need to finish in the 4th, and he compared being a leader to some Bible studies. He's oh my lord, he's turned into Dabo Sweeney. Shane Beamer done turned into Dabo Sweeney. Please tell me not. Please, please. Like I ain't got nothing against the Bible or all that stuff, but come on, man. Come on. We ain't doing all that. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna shut it down and go watch a little more college football. I do appreciate all y'all hanging out with me, though, and Max Todd, my first official member to the channel. Mr. Delgado for the super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Um, but yeah, I don't know what else to think about this team. We move on. We're getting closer and closer. We only got 4 more games left this year. We're not making a bowl game uh, unless some miracle happens. Could we beat Ole Miss? I don't know. Could we beat Texas A&M? I don't know. Both of those are on the road, and for some reason, um, we can't get it together mentally when we go on the road. Just way too many mistakes, penalties, and everything has happened to us on the road. Maybe with the offensive line, Sean Elliott gets it figured out on the road, and it's not as bad on us. Now, Ole Miss is not as bad of an environment as Texas A&M will be. Um, we got Coastal coming into home and Clemson coming into home. I just we have to win 3 out of the next 4 to even make a bowl game. Would I love for us to make a bowl game? Yes, but probably for different reasons than a lot of people would. I think it's better development on your young guys to have those extra practices. Yeah, Legend said he said the same shit. Practiced hard, hurting locker room. It's on me. Well, brother, as much as our locker room is hurt this year, them kids gonna need some mental treatment by the end of the season. Some good psychiatrist and psychologist, and I don't know. I hope y'all got a good psychology major that comes in and talks to the kids, because them boys has been hurting a lot of games this year. Hey, guess what, Beamer? We're hurting out here too, buddy. We're hurting. that we pay you a shit ton of money and you can't get it figured out. But we damn sure know after this game, Shula's going to get all the credit that we was competitive in this football game, and he's not getting fired. Uh, Anytime we are stuck with Shula until after the Clemson football game, you can bet your ass on it. Because that's exactly what they're gonna say. And hell, far as I know, some of the plays might Sellers could have run plays again that wasn't even in the play call, for all we know, like he did against Kentucky, where he took the ball himself and it was supposed to be a different play call. Hell, we don't know. We're not beating Ole Miss. They're efficient in this one. Yeah, Ole Miss looking good, buddy. Um, I don't know. Everybody was thinking Lane Kiffin was gonna be all headed out to Florida and Ole Miss was gonna fall apart, but they sure didn't look like it today. I mean, they had their moments too. They let Oklahoma back in that game after being up. Oh, were they up like 15? Let Oklahoma come back and tie it. Um, but everybody thinks we need to be perfect. Shamar, uh, Sellers got to be perfect on every pass. He can't miss any passes. He's got to hit every pass. He's got every time he runs the football, he needs to gain 10 yards. But I don't know. I watched every other football team this year, and I've seen some really good quarterbacks struggle today. Uh, Feel bad for Pabula over there at Missouri. Sounds like he had a pretty severe leg injury. Um, I looked over there. They had a cast on his leg and had him on the golf cart. That's never a good sign. Uh, Cash Stampede said on to Cincinnati. What? Who's in Cincinnati? Baseball? At this point, Shula needs to finish the year. I don't think we got to call. I don't think we even got to worry about it, Cash Stampede. I'm pretty sure Mike Shula will be our offensive coordinator until after Clemson. I just I hope we don't end up losing some offensive players that'll come into this football team recruiting wise. Um, if we continue to struggle offensively. I'm going air raid. Y'all know me. Take Murph, take Pup, take Jacobs, Mazio, take all our wide receivers, go four wide with them and sling it all over the place and let the kids have fun the rest of the season. To hell with it. I mean, just let Norris play half a game, throw Cutter Woods in, throw Aaron Nolan in. Just go have fun the last 4 games of the season. Who cares if you win or lose? Let the kids go out there and play and have fun. At this point, what are you going to gain or lose? Well, I guess you could say we could gain getting to go to, I don't know, the Riddex Toilet Rotor Rooter Bowl in who knows where. I don't know. The play calling is so bad that Sellers has to be perfect to overcome Schuler's hard play calling. Well, if you want to keep running the ball up the middle, that kind of takes it away from Sellers' hands of being able to do anything unless he decides to pull it and run it on himself. I mean, he's just, I don't know, man. I will say this. I did see a little touch of more creativity tonight than I've seen in a long time offensively. But it was so like when we did it and it worked well, we didn't do it again. You know what I'm saying? It's like every time we do something well, we don't do it again. Like Demon Clowning came in the game, made a hell of a play. I never saw the kid again. Did y'all? He made a good play. And then he never sees the field again. Like, what are we doing? KJV says as long as we beat Clemson. Well, that's gonna be that's bumping uglies right there, buddy. I don't know if you ever heard the term bumping uglies, but that's gonna be South Carolina versus Clemson. Oscar Attaway. Big O says, love you, Rooster. I love you too, brother. I love you too. I say let the kids go play and have fun. To hell with it. Draw plays up in the dirt if you have to. Go back to your days of being a young kid and just go out there and yell at everybody and tell them to go deep and sling it. I'm not sure Shula was calling the plays today, Mark says. It didn't look like it. At times it didn't. At times it didn't, and then at times it did. So I don't know if people brought in more plays. Now, I do know people talk about Sean Elliott and a lot of his creative running game plays. and Mike Fury was brought up that he was a offensive. He called his plays when he was at Limestone and had a pretty wide open offense, and I was shocked about coming after we got the ball, stopped Bama on fourth down, got the ball, and we went deep because we haven't been doing that. And I was on Chuck's channel and I put it in the comment section and said, I bet they don't go deep. They'll try to run it up the middle. And I'll be damned, they threw it deep. I guess Steve Spurrier might have been calling plays. What Spurrier was there today? Was he up in the box calling some plays and say, "Hey, you don't dial it up after a turnover, I'm gonna come in there and kick your ass, Shane Beamer." Because that's exactly what he did. We all know what he did. Andrew says, from what Beamer said, it looked like Shula did call plays, but he told him to throw in wrinkles according to the press conference. Wrinkles of yeah. I don't know. I'm almost to the point I don't believe a damn thing Beamer says anymore. But I am going to get out of here, guys. I'm going to go watch some more college football. Appreciate everybody for hanging out, checking out the show. Had fun, had a blast. I guess I ran off all the people that were mad and wanted to blame Lenore Sellers, but oh well. They'll either listen or not. I don't really care. There are too many plays behind the line of scrimmage. I believe in that. Hey, Kendall, you're right there because, and those are hard to run against a team that has the speed of Alabama. Those are really, really hard to run. I don't know. Everybody, I just think everybody thinks we played some kind of scrub team today in Alabama that wasn't no good, and we should have just pounded them to the ground. And Lenore should have been perfect, and everything should have been raised daisies and sunshine and rainbows and all that shit. Dude, we just played the number 3 or number 4 team in the country. And they kicked the shit out of everybody. And we got in and fought against them, and y'all want it to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. It's having the ability to win when you're not perfect is what makes teams really good. Alabama was not perfect today either, or we would have never even been in that football game. Both teams made mistakes. Wasn't the greatest football game. Billy Cole, Kentucky just scored. Tennessee 14, Kentucky 7. Yeah, I'm about to go watch that one. Billy Cole, R, Kendall, appreciate all you guys. Everybody's been in there hanging out. Love all you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Peace.